we know this is not a theory because in North Dakota, where they have discovered oil on private land, where Obama couldn't stop it, they discovered they have 25 times as much oil as the government thought. It's 2,500% as much oil. And they're now producing enough oil in North Dakota that the unemployment rate is 3.5%. And that actually overstates it because they have 16,000 jobs unfilled in the oil industry, and the 3.5% don't have the right training to do the job, or they would basically be at zero unemployment. That's how powerful it is. They've had 7 straight tax cuts in the state government, and the state government has a rainy day fund of several $billion with a state budget of $2 billion. So if we have an American energy policy, we're going to create a tremendous number of new jobs. There's a third reason to have an American energy policy. It's been estimated by the people who've been developing North Dakota that if we opened up federal land and we opened up offshore, that over the next generation, the federal government would earn between 16 and 18 trillion dollars, not billion, trillion dollars in royalties without raising taxes. That means if we put that money to one side, got back to a balanced budget, we could virtually pay off the national debt, wipe out everything we owe to China, be economically independent of oil, and be financially independent of foreign people buying our bonds, and we would have the healthiest and most successful country we've been in a very long time.
Woo!
So the final reason that we should develop American energy. I believe we should have as a goal getting back to $2.50 gasoline or less. I believe it is doable. I'd urge all of you to tell your friends and neighbors the next time you pull up to a gas station, when you fill up your car or truck, ask yourself how much would you have saved if we had the Gingrich $2.50 a gallon plan. You know, folks in Washington who are frequently out of touch with reality and have almost no historic memory think 250 is impossible. You'll see it on TV. Well, when I was Speaker, it was $1.13. When Barack Obama was sworn in, it was $1.89. So you could argue that we're just trying to get back to the pre-Obama price level. Now, it shouldn't be that radical an idea to think you could achieve a price level of 3 years ago. Yet in Washington, there are all sorts of highly sophisticated people, many of whom aren't a big enough income they don't notice the price of gasoline, will tell you this is impossible. Well, when Ronald Reagan took over from Jimmy Carter, he dramatically cut the cost of gasoline in his 8 years, and the lowest point it reached was the end of Reagan's 8 years, and it was substantially below where it had been 8 years earlier because we followed a policy of encouraging the production of gasoline. Now, how would you do that, people say? Well, there's a Gingrich plan and there's an Obama plan. Now, if you see the president's speech from last week, and we're actually going to put together my speech Saturday repudiating his speech with this speech, so you kind of see what a Gingrich-Obama debate would look like. First of all, you need to realize that the president's Secretary of Anti-Energy, that's what he is, Secretary Chu, said several years ago he wants American gasoline prices to reach European levels. So that's $9 or $10 a gallon. So our first offer this fall is going to be to say to people, fine, would you like $2.50 a gallon with Newt Gingrich or $9 or $10 a gallon with Barack Obama? Now, I think probably you can go to every gas station in Tennessee and ask people, and you'll find a vast majority are going to say, I'd rather be with Newt Gingrich at $2.50 than be with Barack Obama at $9 or $10. Let's start there.